a bladeless wind turbine that produces 24-hour energy in any weather, nailable solar shingles for the home, and a high-tech toilet seat that detects kidney failure, diabetes, and UTIs. This is the Springwise Weekly Roundup, bringing you the latest from the world of innovation that matters. Hello and welcome to the Springwise Weekly Roundup, released today, the 2nd of November 2022. In this audio edition of our weekly newsletter, we'll be sharing 3 of the best innovations spotted by Springwise over the last 7 days. Before we begin, a brief introduction. Springwise is the global innovation intelligence platform for positive and sustainable change. For the last 20 years, we've been uncovering and sharing the most innovative thinking and ideas on the planet. Today, with a library of more than 11,000 global innovations, Springwise is trusted by thousands of thought leaders, entrepreneurs, investors, educators, and tech disruptors as the leading source of inspirational ideas that matter. Want to find out more? Visit us at springwise.com and sign up to our free newsletter to receive a daily dose of innovation, straight to your inbox. Now, if you're ready for this week's edition, let's begin. First up, a bladeless wind turbine that produces 24-hour energy in any weather. Just like sunshine, wind is a fairly constant aspect of the weather, yet as an energy source, it still suffers from variability. Now, a small, sleek wind turbine that generates power from winds as low as 5 miles per hour could tackle this issue and be one of the swiftest ways for buildings to become carbon neutral. Created by Aeromine Technologies, the bladeless turbines take up a fraction of the footprint of traditional wind farms and produce the same amount of power as that of 16 solar panels. Designed specifically for use on top of large buildings with flat roofs, the turbines are easy to install and maintain, particularly because they do not have rotor blades. The turbines connect directly to a building's electrical system and work much like a race car does, using aerodynamic designs to amplify the flow of air away from the structure. Despite working constantly, the turbines are completely silent. Aeromine generally installs 20 to 40 of the turbines on the side of a building's roof that receives the most consistent wind. That is usually enough to provide all of the power required by a large commercial or residential building. When combined with solar, a building could run completely on renewable energy. So what's the takeaway? The Global Wind Energy Council's, GWEC, latest report shows continued international growth in wind power capacity, with total capacity of 837 gigawatts now available. Policymakers have announced plans to add approximately 110 gigawatts of new installations each year until 2026, which, while necessary, is not yet enough to meet 2050 net zero goals. Such growth needs to quadruple by the end of the decade in order for the international community to mitigate the worst possible case of climate change. Solutions such as Aeromine's could be one of the more accessible ways to pursue incremental improvements that add up to substantial global change. Next, nailable solar shingles for the home. Aside from cost, one of the biggest factors slowing the uptake of solar panels is the way the panels look. Realizing this, several manufacturers have developed photovoltaic roof tiles, solar tiles that can look like standard tiles. However, GAF Energy is the first to develop solar tiles that can also be installed the same way as their non-solar counterparts. The GAF Timberline solar shingles can be nailed down in packs, just like the everyday shingles used on normal, non-solar roofs. This means that it takes days instead of weeks to install a GAF solar roof. The shingles are made of a sandwich of glass, polysilicon solar cells, and a top layer of fluorinated alkane ethylene polymer. They are fire and impact resistant and can even be walked on. GAF's nailable tiles are much cheaper than many alternatives, and about half the cost of the Tesla solar roof. It takes around 400 square feet of the tiles to supply a 6 kilowatt system, about the same amount of space as a rack-mounted solar panel system. The rest of the roof can then be filled in with normal GAF shingles designed to match the solar shingles and give a neat appearance. So, what can we learn from this? The GAF product is proving so successful that the company is opening a new factory in Texas to manufacture its solar shingles domestically, rather than in Asia. The new Georgetown, Texas facility will bring the company's annual domestic production capacity to 300 megawatts, up from 50 megawatts today. When complete, it will make GAF Energy the world's largest solar roofing producer. The future is indeed looking bright. And finally, a high-tech toilet seat that detects kidney failure, diabetes, and U.T.Is. An Israeli startup has developed a high-tech toilet seat that can scan urine for early signs of diabetes, chronic kidney disease, bladder cancer, urinary tract infections, and even dehydration. The company, Olive Diagnostics, describes its tech as the world's first AI and spectroscopy-based device to provide constant and non-invasive monitoring of urine output, an effective alternative to standard chemical or microscopic analysis. The toilet seat is fitted with a miniature spectrometer that measures the wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation. The sensor sends different frequencies of light through the urine stream while it is in motion. In this way, the sensor can detect protein, red blood cells, nitrates, pH, and the urine's density, as well as volume, pressure, color, and frequency. The company points out that urine is a very good indicator of several issues in the body. For example, if there is too much sodium in the body, then there will also be too much sodium in the urine. Olive also says that its toilet seat is more efficient than the traditional testing method of using dipsticks in cups of urine because it monitors every visit a patient makes to the bathroom, rather than analyzing a single sample. The device, called the Olive Kilogram, was born from a tragedy. The mother of the company's founder and CEO, Guy Goldman, died from dehydration while suffering from ovarian cancer. Goldman, who had experience in data analytics, was frustrated that there was no way to objectively monitor her condition, so he decided to design technology to fill the gap. His late mother's initials, kilogram, are incorporated into the name of the product. So what's the takeaway? Olive Diagnostics is currently focusing on providing accurate urinalysis for elderly patients living in care facilities or in hospital. Goldman's personal experience means the company is also eager to reassure those who may worry that family members are dehydrated or have contracted an infection. In fact, data collected from the toilet seat can be sent directly to doctors or clinical departments of assisted living facilities, allowing much more efficient monitoring of patients. In addition, the company has developed an app that connects the device to smartwatches. The company is also developing a new sensor that it will begin selling directly to customers, complete with an app that provides user diagnostics, by the end of 2023. And that brings us to the end of the Springwise Weekly Roundup. Join us again next week, where we'll be uncovering more from the world of innovation that matters. If you can't wait until then, visit springwise.com where we publish new innovations every day. There, you can also sign up to our free newsletters to enjoy a regular digest of the freshest thinking sent straight to your inbox. If you haven't already, please like Springwise on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and connect on LinkedIn. Or email us at info@springwise.com, we'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.